Welcome to the Learning and Development Channel, where you can learn, lead, and make a difference.
We're orienting you po on DM 001 series of 2026, which was issued last January 2026. So before po sila mag-discuss ng mga details po ng ating memo on the engagement of oral tutors, let me just provide you some updates on the oral implementation so far. So oral, next slide po. So RL program is mandated by the Republic Act 1/2028 or the RL Program Act of 2024. It was signed last October 2024 and the IR was issued last December 2024. So upon the issuance of the IRR, the Secretariat was created to operationalize the RL program. So if you're familiar with DO 18 series of 2025, we issued it last June 13 to provide guidance on the RL program. So the RL program has 4 components: the RL reading, the RL math, RL science, and the RL summer. But for the school year 2025-2026, we only focus on the RL reading program. So to operationalize the RL reading program, we issued a debit memorandum 64 series of 2025. And then prior to that, we also requested the school to accomplish the ASRA. So if you're familiar with the ASRA po, it's the RL School Readiness and Responsiveness Audit issued to check the readiness of the school in the implementation of the RL program. And then we conducted orientations and trainings from the regional, central office resource person to the regional core trainers and orientation of school heads and up to the division core trainers and school tutors. So nag-conduct po ang mga field offices natin until December. We officially, and even before the training, we also issued and released the tutor's guide and the learner's workbook. So hopefully naka-receive na po ang lahat ng schools ng mga materials na it was at nagamit na po siya sa RL program. And then we also officially launched the RL program last September 13, 2025. And after that, I think most of the schools also started implementing the RL program. And then we introduced the MOSI, the Middle of the School Year Assessment, last November 17 to December 16 for the RL program. So we track and monitor the progress and so far the results of the remediation programs under the RL program. And then currently we're conducting the end of the school year. Actually, yesterday was the last day of the administration of the end of the school year assessments, and the submission of results is until March 20. So far yan po ang naging journey natin sa RL program. I'll just give you some figures po. I think you're aware po we're conducting surveys on the implementation of the RL program. So far po, ito po yung ating mga beneficiaries or like involved with the RL program. So far po we have, next slide po, catered to around 5 million learners from Key Stage 1 to Key Stage 3. So we have a total of 5,544,775 total RL learners based on the survey conducted and responded to by the 218 divisions across the regions. So we targeted around 6.7 million, but yung based on sa survey, although hindi pa naman siya 100%, meron tayong 5 million total RL learners. So 2 million of these learners are from Key Stage 1, so around 36.7%. 1.8 million are from Key Stage 2, which is around 32.55%, and then 1.739 million is in Key Stage 3, or 31.37 learners. And these learners were supported by around, next slide po, 400,000 tutors. So based on the survey we conducted, we have 442,906 tutors engaged in the RL program. So for this school year, we focus po on engaging the DepEd internal tutors. So around 416,237 or 93.97% of that RL tutors are DepEd incumbent tutors. But some of our schools already started engaging 26,669 external tutors. So most of these are the pre-service, local school board teachers, para-teachers, volunteers. So that's why mahalaga po talaga na ma-orient po tayo dun sa guidelines on engagement of RL tutors. Para as we move to the next year of implementation of the RL program, hopefully, anyway, as we move to the next year of implementation of the RL program, we hope na mas marami po tayong ma-engage na external tutors para mas mawala yung burden ng pag-tutor ng learners natin sa RL program sa mga DepEd incumbent teachers. Although meron din mga compensation later na i-discuss po sa guidelines, we hope na mas maging active or aggressive po tayo sa engagement ng ating external tutors. Next slide po. Just want to present this po so far the submission status of reading and mathematics assessments. So almost 97% na rin naman po or above 90 na po ang ating submission status in both reading and mathematics assessment. And then so far, gusto ko lang po ipakita na meron naman pong nag-work po yung ARAL program or may mga improvement po sa ating reading skills, especially under those learners who went the ARAL program. Next slide po. So, kanina po I'm checking the results of the end of the school year assessments and comparing it with the BOSI. Hindi ko lang po naihabol yung slide. But so far, meron na lang po tayong 10%, still 10% na grades 1 to 3 learners who are still struggling. But the grade level ready learners has already improved to around 47.48%. So, yung mga struggling learners po dito, like in the red po, ito po yung kailangan nating i-cater ngayon po sa ARAL program. Ito pa rin po yung, although nag-undergo na po sila ng ARAL program, they still remain at low and high emerging levels and 3 levels down for the PhilErie, based on the PhilErie assessment. Pero, ayun po, kumpara po dun sa BOSI data, I think you're aware na naglabas po ang EDCOM2 ng isang infographic about the CRLA data, but it's based on the BOSI results. So gusto ko lang po ipakita na bumaba po yung mga, if ever, for the summer programs, we will still cater to around 10% of the struggling learners in Key Stage 1, 13.96% in Key Stage 2, and 17.94% in Key Stage 3 for the ARAL reading. And for the math naman, 10.22% are still at low proficient, not proficient na low proficient in Key Stage 1, 25.67% ang nasa Key Stage 2, and around 78.30% ang nasa Key Stage 2. Again, okay po, next slide. Just wanted to share po the feedback on the ARAL program. Quick lang po. So these are the results of our check-ins and monitoring and school visits. Currently, ito po yung design ng ARAL program in schools natin. So during the school year, ARAL program or ARAL classes are conducted from 30 to 60 minutes or 45 to 50 minutes during weekdays and 2 hours on a Saturday. And it's conducted, our classes are conducted 1 to 2 times a week or 2 to 4 times a week daily, with Friday dedicated for check-ins and other collaborative learning session activities. And schools are utilizing or pull out, some schools are conducting a pull out scheme, especially for those learners under SNED or for Key Stage 3 learners na meron ng kailangan ng targeted support, especially for the when it comes to socio-emotional learning. And then most of the schools actually conducted ARAL programs before and after the class hours to address the limitation in learning spaces and possible effect of missing regular classes. So some of the observations that are designed in schools. So schools dedicated learning spaces for tutorial sessions, including vacant classrooms, library, reading corners, hubs, or some are also conducted in the hallways and corridors. Some of the teachers or our tutors provided snacks and incentives during the class to motivate learners to participate. And then they used reassessments or utilize the individual reading intervention plan to provide differentiated instruction and to monitor the progress of learners. And they also synchronize ARAL materials with the PhilErie or CRLA results to better track progress for frustration and 3 levels down readers. And then they suggested to replace one-size-fits-all content with diverse quality assured level materials. So nag-contextualize din naman po ang ating mga teachers, including the materials, including picture guides and answer keys. And then there was a suggestion to shift from traditional classroom and lecturing to engaging interactive tutorial methods. So mahalaga po na yung mga i-engage natin mga tutors ay, or especially external tutors ay ma-address po ito. And then there was some feedback po on the provision of print-rich reading corners, digital tools, and contextualized supplementary materials. Ito rin po some of the concerns from the field. So there is a recurrent concern on late overlapping inconsistent issues of guidelines. There were some scheduling challenges to outer class fatigue, pull-out transition losses, and competing division activities. And this is still an ongoing debate, but there's a wide supported recommendation to allow class advisor and subject teachers to handle their own ARAL learners. But again, based po sa law, teachers or advisors cannot tutor their own learners. And then there's a call to standardize learner grouping by reading level, not grade. So, pero ito naman po ang nasa policy natin to organize or group learners by reading level. And then there's a need to prioritize ARAL over non-academic activities. Next slide. For the learning resources po, there's persistent issues on delivery, late delivery, insufficient quantity and quality concerns. And then there's a strong call for alignment of ARAL materials with BOSI, MOSI, and end of the school year and PhilErie assessments. And there's a call for more varied and level quality assured materials. So currently po, we're enhancing the materials for the ARAL summer and for the next school year. And then there's a preference for direct downloading of funds to schools and SDOs kasi nagkakaroon po ng problems sa procurement. And then they request print-rich again environments. Next slide po. So ito naman po yung concern about the human resources and tutor. So many teachers, because of the bago ng program ang aral, so many teachers feel overwhelmed by existing tasks, academic competitions, and Globe by Blue memo requests. So they they suggested to hire dedicated reading teachers or to engage applicants or to use the registry of qualified applicants to engage contract of service. So hopefully with this orientation and with this orientation, pwede na po mag-engage yung mga schools natin ng other external tutors. Next steps po. So, yun po yung mga feedback, but I would just like to share this next steps po. Hindi ko po so far for the ARAL program. So, this coming end of the school year, we'll be implementing next slide po. The ARAL summer program. So, based on the BOSI, based on the end of the school year assessment results, these are our ARAL program beneficiaries or target ARAL program beneficiaries. So far, there are still 2,600,498 grades 1 to 10 learners. So 2 million of that are still in low and high emerging levels in grades 1 to 3 and frustration levels in grades 4 to 10. And then for math, around 526,761 learners still in not and low proficient level. And to support these learners, we will need around 260,050 tutors. So around 207,000 for reading and 52,000 for math at 1:10 tutor-learner ratio. So this is the data as of today. So bakit ko po ito pinapresent? Kasi po we will be implementing ARAL summer programs for reading and math this end of the school year break. Next slide po. So ito lang naman po ipapakita yung table, summary table po ng ating target beneficiary by region. Next slide. So for the ARAL summer, we'll have this for the summer program. So if you remember last year, we have 2025 DepEd summer program, which includes bawat bata makababasa program for grade Key Stage 1, literacy remediation program for incoming grade 4, national learning camp in 10 schools, and the summer academic remedial program, which has already been implemented, and then the regional remediation program. For this summer po, we will implement the ARAL summer programs, which includes some ARAL summer for reading and ARAL summer for math. For ARAL summer program po, ang target niya po ay yung mga yung mga low and high emerging learners sa Key Stage 1 to 3. But for ARAL summer, our target learners are those learners incoming grades 2, 3, and 4 learners still at not proficient and low proficient levels. And then we will also implement the senior high school remediation program for incoming grade 12. And then we will still implement the summer academic remediate program, and regions are also welcome to implement their other existing programs to cater to grade 4 to 12 learners not covered by the ARAL program. So the timeline for the ARAL summer programs or the summer remediation programs is from May 6 to June 2, so it's the 20-day tutorial program. So the basis for remediation will be the end of the school year 2025-2026 results in CRLA, PhilErie, Key Stage 2 and Key Stage 3 for reading, and AOSY 2025-2026 results in RMA for grades 1 to 3. For senior high school naman po, we will use the results of the senior high school literacy and numeracy assessment. So ongoing din po yung conduct and administration ng assessment na to. And then for the summer academic remedial program, we will use the final grades, the academic performance as basis. And for ARAL summer, the subject matter is literacy and Filipino and English, and then math. For senior high school program, it will be English and math. And then for summer academic remedial program, various subjects na may fail po ang nag-fail po ang bata. And then for sa regional remediation program, we'll focus on reading and math. So we will be engaging DepEd teachers and external tutors again for the summer remediation programs. And andito po yung incentive. So for kung last year po wala po tayong budget for the full budget for the implementation of the ARAL program, ngayon po napagbigyan na po yung ating mga requests at mayroon na po tayong budget to ensure that the ARAL program is fully implemented. So we have budgets for resources, monitoring and evaluation, teaching overload pay, and compensation of DepEd external, non-DepEd tutors. Next slide. I think it will be the next. So this will be the structure, proposed structure of the ARAL summer program. So it will be 2 hours, 2.5 hours for ARAL reading and ARAL math with break in between. And then that will be conducted from Monday to Thursday, and in accordance with the 4-work week instruction, we will dedicate the Fridays for home learning session. So we are preparing materials for this for the implementation of these programs. And for the summer academic remedial program, we will still have 4 hours per day for English language, reading and literacy, science, mathematics, PP, ELE, JMRC, and values education, and 3 hours per day for Makabansa. So we will issue po the DepEd memo on the summer mediation program. And then, I'll just give you an overview po ng mangyayari. Ito po yung itsura ng ating summer programs, at least for the ARAL program. So we'll have an orientation for 2 days. So from either May 4 or 5, home learning sessions during Friday, and then around 14 sessions for the in-person or face-to-face ARAL tutorials. Next slide. I think ito na po yung last na slide. So maraming salamat po so far. Ayan po yung updates on the ARAL program.
Like and subscribe to the L&D channel on YouTube using the link youtube.com/@learn2lead channel.